Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Boston
And stepping
Red
in for the
Sox.
Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Fouled off down the right side. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. One away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, caught. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings through that one. Crochet, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Judge comes up empty there.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Yanks nothing. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, and he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Swinging a foul straight back. Duran at second with nobody out. That one fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second. Nobody out. And he gets Bregman. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away.
Baseman,
Rafael Devers. Now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award.
And that's way high. Ball 2.
And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now batting Tristan Casas. And that's fouled off. Ball 1 there. Fouled off. He was late. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Coming home. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Trevor Story stands in now and watches strike one. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Bellinger makes the grab. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Top of the second. Now, Cody Bellinger. Crochet back to work. High fly ball, right field. Abreu brings it in. One down. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Towering home run from Stanton, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Abreu makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. 2 down, bases empty. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. And that one in the air, center field. Hauls it in to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Back here in Boston, bottom half of inning number 2. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Banks off the wall. Now around second, going for third.
All over that one right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Ed Drummond behind the plate. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it, or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Connor Wong, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner from third comes across. It's 2-1. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. They'll throw to third, and he's got an RBI triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Cole winds and deals. Here's a high chopper. Volpe beats the throw, and the run scores.
That's the ground attack right there. He can really run. So not only does he get himself the RBI, but he also gets the infield knock. And that's what you're looking to do in that spot. Put the ball in play. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next offering is fouled back. Rafaela off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he gets Bregman. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But 2 runs. On to the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a ground ball. Bregman handles. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And first offering is fouled off. This ball's chopped on the ground. Story zips it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Foul ball. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. So stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age. A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Here's Trevor Story.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Dominguez. And that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a foul out of play. Chisholm, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. And that one hammered. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, this tends to happen more often at this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Makes the grab, 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered here in this one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's 1-1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Red Sox leading it by 2. Popped up. Story under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1. Bottom 4. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. Just missed. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up. One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud.
That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger. One out, runner at second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. And a foul ball. Red Sox by 2. And that one wrapped foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Dominguez makes the grab on the run. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Crochet back to work. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. On to first. One up, one down. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball left side. Has some trouble with it. He beats the throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
One down. Jason Dominguez, the next to hit. On the ground, could be 2. The flip, there's one. That's an out. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now batting Jarren Duran. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Fought off foul. Runner on at third. One gone. That one's upstairs. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Got him. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. Back in Boston, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Oswaldo Cabrera. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And that is out of play. One out, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Casas. And he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one is lifted in the air. Duran should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here at Fenway Park, here's Story now. And that one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Lifted in the air, right field. Judge makes the grab, and there's one down. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Towards first. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 0-1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. Swings through that high fastball. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Aroldis Chapman, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Slayton also throwing. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. Fouled off to the right. The Yankees looking to rally.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
On the ground. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. No runs. Back here at Fenway. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. There's a strike. Stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the green monster. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Rafaela in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one out to right. It gets down a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now here's the Red Sox. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. One run is in, and it bangs off the monster. Headed for the plate. Throw home, not in time. The run scores, and they lead by 4. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Alex Bregman. Back up the, oh, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And first offering is fouled off. Duran stands at third with one gone in the inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dominguez sizes this one up, drops into the glove. 2 away now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Volpe. And the inning is over. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2. Back here at Fenway, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 83.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Justin Wilson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Pulls that one foul. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Into center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So up next, Jason Dominguez.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
On the ground to the left, Devers fires to second for 1. On to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Oswaldo Cabrera now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ripped to short. And that'll do it. One left for the Yankees. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. So into the 8th, and he's back on the mound despite some rough patches.
Well, he's definitely had to battle. Hasn't been perfect in this one, but he's got some nice defensive plays behind him. He's given his team some length, and that's really important.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And the pitch count still in relatively good shape, so fatigue shouldn't be much of a factor.
Well, you got to imagine this guy lobbied a little bit to get back out there on the mound just because of it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So now the DH spot, Masataka Yoshida. And there's the strike.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. There's the strike. And it's fouled away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out. We're back.
Now
it's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Greg Weiser.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Whips it to Casas, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr., 1 for 3. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. Judge rips that one. Abreu snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Right side, and this should do it. Bregman. And that is the ball game. 5